Heute Bloom ASMR. Hey you, welcome to another ASMR video. This time it's an Asian food haul, and I'd like to dedicate the video to Michelle, Jacquaz, I hope I'm saying that right, and Gen Z with a J. You all requested a food haul video, and I'm glad I finally got around to making one. Thanks for the suggestion, and thanks for your patience. Most of the food I'll be showing you is from an online shop called Amazing Oriental. Your Asian supermarket. They are not sponsoring this video, by the way. Their URL is orientalwebshop.nl. So let's take the plunge and dive into this delicious Asian food box. Open sesame. Look at all these goodies. There's so much in here that's going to have a meeting with my taste buds soon. Miso paste and plenty of noodles, of course. I also ordered an assortment of herbs like sumac and cardamom. More instant noodles, vegetable flavored. And way down here, tamarind paste was hiding. Let's just position the camera a bit closer so you can see better. What's this? Some or other type of oil or sauce, probably. Ah, black bean sauce. Tahini, nice and nutty. More noodles, herbs, garam masala, and an endless supply of noodles. What's this? Cardamom. I'd better stop rummaging, or I'll ruin the element of surprise for you all. Oh, cinnamon sticks. Okay, yeah, let's leave it at that. Going to take stuff out of the box one item at a time so that we can check out everything in more detail. We're kicking off this haul with something that's literally out of the box, meaning it wasn't in my online order, but regardless, these two items fit perfectly into the Asian food category. These are 2 packets of Asian-inspired crisps I got from Lidl this week. We've got Krupuk, also known as prawn crackers. The Dutch translation is very similar. We just write it a bit differently. In my other hand, I'm holding wasabi flavored crisps, or chips, whatever you call them where you of the list are these wasabi rich cut chips, Japanese style, wasabi flavor. Most of us know wasabi as that green condiment used with sushi. Tastes a bit like sharp mustard. I always have a handkerchief nearby when we're having sushi. These are basically regular potato chips, deep fried in sunflower oil. I'm reading the ingredient list here. 60% potato chips, 33% high oleic, what a strange word, high oleic sunflower oil, and 6% wasabi flavor seasoning. Wasabi is reported to be very healthy. It helps to beat infections, but I'm sure you're going to have to ingest the actual parts of the plant, the horseradish, or at least an extract to actually experience any health benefits. Now, how much is in this packet? It says right here at the bottom, 150 grams or 5.3 ounces. I had to look that up. I'm not that smart or that quick. The good thing about wasabi is that even though it's quite spicy, the spiciness doesn't last too long in the mouth, which means that once you've started eating the chips, you can just keep on going, no problem. Another happiness bringer. It's this Krupuk. The plan is to not open this until film night. We're going to watch the most recent Mission Impossible sequel, The Final Reckoning, probably tomorrow or the day after. I hope this Krupuk will survive until then. No guarantees though. Snack Day is one of Lidl's in-house brands. This Krupuk is made from tapioca starch, sunflower oil, and 16% shrimp. Do you know why I enjoy Krupuk so much? Because it acts funny when it's in your mouth. It sticks to the tongue when you keep it on your tongue for a while, due to the starch sort of gobbling up all saliva. And for some reason, that never fails to give me great satisfaction. Krupuk is a kooky type of chip. Now, one more thing before we tackle the Asian supermarket supplies. This I got from a discount store called Action here in Belgium. They only have these Asian meals on offer once in a while, and I quickly bought 3 of them. Sweet chili noodles, a beautiful purple cup of pad thai noodles, and lastly, satay noodles. The satay noodles I've had once before, but not anything else from this range, so I'm curious to taste the other ones. And since I don't eat meat, I only bought those noodles that didn't list any meat amongst the ingredients. they were a really good deal. I only paid €1.89 per cup, and that's about $2.20. Again, I had to look that up. I'm not that smart. Now that it's getting chilly outside, I love having a warm meal at lunchtime when I work from home. But usually I don't want to spend a lot of time fixing lunch. I'd rather eat something and then take a 20-minute nap. And that's why these paper cup noodles are ideal. You can prepare them literally in 5 minutes. You simply add the little packets of sauce and powdered veggies to the noodles, and then you just place the whole thing in the microwave. It states here they only need 2 minutes, but I remember the noodles were still quite chewy after just 2 minutes. 1 minute longer made all the difference. Asian favorites, sweet chili noodles. Only 1 pepper on the spicy pepper scale, so it won't burn your mouth and scorch your taste buds. Let's see. The ingredients are pre-cooked noodles, 57%, 43% of sweet chili sauce consisting of water, bamboo shoots, sugar, red chili pepper, tomato, garlic, spring onions, salt, tapioca starch, and ginger. It feels heavy for a single serving size. I love that. We're gonna go for the pink one now. Asian favorites, satay noodles, maybe Indonesian. Again, only 1 spicy pepper. This is the meal I've had before, and it was tasty enough to want to rebuy it, because I'm always in the mood for peanut sauce. It has ingredients such as, amongst other things, mung beans, lemongrass, peas, carrots, and 43% of satay sauce. Of course, there's coconut milk listed too, and lots of spices. I remember the sauce being very smooth, so this for me was a winner. Now the third type of paper cup noodles are these pad thai noodles. They also have peanut sauce, and they are just moderately spicy, like the other two. Aren't pad thai noodles usually rice noodles? Let's see whether it says rice noodles here on the back. Nope. These noodles are made from wheat. I've had pad thai noodles literally just a couple of times in Thai restaurants, so only twice. The first time it came with shrimp, and the second time with tofu. Both times it was delicious. Besides wheat noodles, it has carrots, shallots. Oh, that sounded deep. Shallots, garlic, tamarind extract, and peanuts. 43% of pad thai sauce. I am grabbing the most peculiar item of my Asian food order. I'll say it slowly because it's not the easiest to pronounce. This is Enjuku Koji Miso paste. It's a type of fermented soybean paste. When ordering it, I looked it up, and Koji, surprisingly, is an edible mold from rice. So an edible mold. I purchased this because I wanted to be a bit more adventurous, and it's supposed to be very healthy. Good for digestion, with the high probiotic content, and also it supports the immune system. It's high in protein and high in antioxidants. But there's a flip side to it. I remember having tried this about maybe 8 years ago. Can you see how dark this is? When I tried the homemade miso soup, and frankly it was inedible, so pungent and strong. So this is going to be my second try. Fingers crossed. Maybe this time I'll try to add it just sparingly to a dressing, or maybe use it to marinate fish in. They also had a beige colored Koji miso, which is supposed to be milder and sweeter because it hasn't been fermented that long. And there's a lot of this stuff in this container. 375 grams. That's over 13 ounces. And you can join your friends now. Up next we have, let's give this a go, Xiao Long Pao dumplings with prawns. This looked very promising when I got it at Lidl, but I discovered too late that they do not only contain prawns, there's also minced pork in them. So unfortunately, I won't be having any of these. 2, 4, 6, 8 dumplings. Are there 2 more underneath here? No. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8. But hey, not all is lost, because my husband, the omnivore, will love these. We've also got some chopsticks here and soy sauce. Preparation is easy. You just put the dumplings in the microwave for 7 minutes and they're done. Perhaps one day I'll try to make something like this from scratch with just some prawns and vegetables in them. Whenever I see dumplings, I think about the film The Fisher King with Robin Williams. Dumplings feature in a memorable, funny scene where Amanda Plummer and Robin Williams are having a hard time trying to pick up dumplings using chopsticks. I loved that film. Look at this, a whole bunch of herbs to spice up our day. We have sumac, cardamom, which I accidentally ordered twice. My subconscious must really like cardamom. Garam masala, this is a must-have. We often use it in Indian curries. And lastly, some cinnamon sticks. Let's start off with garam masala. Aromatic spice blend. I'm not a real fan of anisey flavors, but here in harmony with the other spices, it's lovely. How much is in here? 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. I can see there's more information here. What do they want us to know? Okay, I'm going to read this. Garam masala is a blend of aromatic spices, mainly used for flavoring North Indian dishes. Can be used as a condiment, sprinkled on pakoras and samosas, or as a blend with yogurt to make an excellent garnish. Interesting. It's composed of coriander seed powder, cumin, cinnamon, ginger, black pepper, fennel seed powder, clove, aniseed, nutmeg, and green cardamom. And now we're traveling to the Middle East and Mediterranean, where this spice is popular. Sumac. It looks reddish brown and it tastes a bit citrusy. I believe it's made from dried berries. It can be used on hummus or on roasted vegetables, even for marinades. On bbcgoodfood.com I found a good-looking recipe for baked feta cheese with grapes and sumac. That sounds delicious. I'll have to give it a try. Up next, cinnamon sticks, or in Dutch, kaneelstokjes, pieces of inner tree layer. They look like hollow cigars. Great for infusing sauces, stocks, and in tea or glühwein. It's almost the season. I remember reading how it was used in ancient Egypt to embalm mummies. But don't think about that when you're having a cinnamon cupcake. Just forget I ever mentioned it. I'm sorry. I do like cinnamon, but only when it plays a supporting role in a dish. Sometimes it can be overwhelming and drown out all other flavors. Again, kaneelstokjes, the Dutch word for cinnamon sticks, 100 grams. I've got this fragrance called Kamra or Kamrach from the House of Latafa, and it's very heavy on the cinnamon. I believe it's in the top notes. And once when I wore it, someone told me I smelled like warm apple pie with cinnamon. It's a great perfume. when you're into oriental, sweet, spicy, and long-lasting fragrances. Now that we've gone through all the herbs, it's time to check out oodles of noodles. 1, 2, 3. Another vegetarian flavored one. This is from Lidl, one of those weekly special offers. That makes 6. 7. Another find from the Action discount store. I bought about 6 of these, because usually there's an empty spot on the shelves where they should be. They're in high demand, very popular. I went a bit overboard with these. More kimchi flavored noodles, 2 of those. Even more kimchi noodles. And lastly, another vegetarian flavored packet of noodles. Do you often have noodles? I have them about once a week, usually for lunch. And if you add a sprinkling of veggies like spring onions, you can trick your brain into thinking you're having something ultra healthy. There you go. This is zoet zuur sauce, sweet and sour sauce, 350 grams. This is the best sweet and sour sauce I've found so far. Lidl has a good one too, but it leans more sugary sweet than this sauce. Obviously there's some sugar in here as well. We've got tomato, water and mixed spices. I've seen online recipes for homemade sweet and sour sauce using sugar, vinegar, soy sauce and ketchup. Some recipes even included pineapple juice. I like to use this sauce as a dipping sauce for spring rolls or lumpias. Fish, I also like it on fish sticks and for stir-fry veggies. What else do we have? A squeeze bottle filled with a tahini paste. Pure white sesame paste. There seem to be some German words on here. Noch feiner in Geschmack. Probably something like an even more delicate taste or a finer taste. I love the creaminess of this sauce. It has a really nice texture. Very smooth. Now how am I going to use this? Probably for hummus or maybe to roast broccoli with, but it also works well with banana, so you can use it in smoothies to make them a bit thicker. The ingredient list is short. It's made from pure sesame seeds, no additional oil or salt. But but I will have to remember to shake it well before use. Oops, I forgot all about this one. Szechuan pepper. These are whole peppercorns. We were almost out of this. I believe it's originally from China and part of a dried berry. It does taste different from pepper. It's more citrusy and it does something strange to your tongue, like it makes it tingle while numbing it at the same time. It has something similar to the effect of a carbonated drink. It's not unpleasant, but if you're not used to it, it can take you by surprise. You can also use Szechuan pepper to make your own chili oil. Let's find a place for you right here. Underneath this wrapping material we have Superior Light Soy Sauce from a brand called Pearl River Bridge. It's good for stir fries, dips and sushi. No GMO, naturally brewed, no artificial flavoring added. This is a thin, umami tasting, salty sauce. 500 milliliters. It's going to last us a good while. Keep in refrigerator after opening. Let's put its jacket back on just for ASMR purposes. I mentioned the dish Pad Thai before. Well, this is something typically used in Pad Thai sauce. Tamarind paste made from a sticky, sour type of fruit that grows on a tree. It's depicted here. As the fruit ages, like so many other fruits, it becomes sweeter. The fruit looks like something between an edamame pod and a peanut. The ingredients are tamarind, water, sugar, and a preservative. In Thailand, some people make the paste themselves at home from compacted tamarind fruit. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a YouTube video demonstrating just that. I'll have to look it up. Another sauce right here. I am excited to finally have a new bottle of this. Black bean sauce, yummy. It was produced in China. It has been produced since 1888. Since 1888. Can you imagine? The bottle probably looked a lot different back then. No monosodium glutamate added. no MSG or monosodium glutamate added, no preservatives, no flavor enhancers added. It contains fermented black soybeans, soy sauce, fructose glucose syrup, etc. This is an all-purpose savory sauce made from the finest fermented black beans. It is ready to use as marinade, stir-fry seasoning, or sauce over rice, noodles, and all kinds of dishes. This is a fantastic sauce, and little goes a long way. You can use it for stir-fries, for fish or vegetable dishes. It's very versatile. I like to add just a dollop of this to soy sauce for extra flavor. It sort of counterbalances the saltiness of soy sauce. Now what could this be? It is sesame oil, 100% pure. 320 milliliters. Apparently the cap has been redesigned and no longer drips when you pour from it. That's good. It's imported from a company in Singapore. When I'm using it in a dish, I found that it's best to add it at the end of stir frying, because when you put it in at the beginning, it can burn easily because it's toasted sesame oil and not the light sesame oil. When you use the refined light sesame oil, it doesn't have that burning issue, so you can use it whenever, at the start of stir frying or in the middle or at the end. It doesn't matter. It'll behave the same way every time. Okay, can't believe we've reached the final item. This is Superior Dark Soy Sauce. It's thicker and slightly sweeter than the light soy sauce from a couple of minutes ago. It has a more concentrated flavor. Again, no GMO, naturally brewed, and no artificial flavoring added. It's often used to give a dark caramel color to a dish, and it's usually added to stews or stir fries. I used to think teriyaki sauce and dark soy sauce were one and the same thing, but that's incorrect. I've learned that teriyaki sauce has soy sauce as a base, but then a lot of other ingredients are added. There's usually sugar in there, sometimes sake and mirin, whereas dark soy sauce is just a single product. It's saltier, and dark soy sauce is just a single product, and it's not as sweet as teriyaki sauce. It's a bit saltier. And now I'm going to put all these groceries away in the pantry and in the cupboards. First I'm going to put your coat back on. Many thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And I'll see you and talk to you soon. Bye, and take care, 'cause there's only one of you.